Hey everyone, it's Flynn here. Hope you're doing well. I've got a bit of an impromptu video for you today, as just earlier I was asked by a friend whether I would be able to take him and his mate on any really good hikes for sunrise, as they've got a new drone that they want to make a review video for, and so they'd like to go somewhere with some really nice epic views, and if I could help out. So the obvious answer is yes. I'm super keen to go for sunrise, and I know the perfect place. I'm going to be taking them to Mt Cordeaux. And Mt Cordeaux is about a 6.5 kilometer hike return out in the Scenic Rim. And from the plateau that is the summit, you just get absolute sweeping views over the Scenic Rim and over the top of Lake Mugara for sunrise. And the sunrise is basically straight in front of you. So it's just absolutely golden up there if you get good conditions. And I checked the weather and it looks like we are going to get good conditions. So I'm super excited for it. I also thought that this would be a good opportunity to have a chat with other people who are also freelancers. So they're obviously working for themselves, they're running their YouTube channels, and something that I've been thinking a lot about recently is isolation. And not like COVID isolation, but just the feeling of isolation that you can get when you're working from home all the time. So I live on my own and work from home. So it's really easy some weeks to just go the whole week without actually going anywhere or seeing anyone that isn't a client. Like if I've got a few shoots on, that's great. I get to get out of the house. But if it's an editing week where I'm just at home editing a week, it can be, it can be pretty draining. And you realize at the end of the week that, oh, it's been 5 days and I haven't seen another human being. What the hell? So yeah, I'm going to sit them down and have a chat to them, see if they feel the same way and whether they've got anything in their toolkit that they use to kind of keep that at bay or get out of any creative ruts they find themselves in. So I think that's going to be really informative and hopefully you get some value out of it and hopefully you enjoy the hike. It's going to be an interesting one and bear with me, it is my first time vlogging, so I'll try my best. But yeah, I need to get ready. We've got about 2 a.m. start to get there in time. So I just need to go get ready and get to sleep. But I'll see you guys in the morning.
Driving up north on the Trans-Canada Island.
So we're just fueling up on the way to Mt Cordeaux, and I did get time to introduce everyone because we're just diving in the car to get on the road. But this is Andrew, fueling up his car, and Jason's in there getting coffee. And I'm gonna go get some coffee as well because after all that whole I'm making a coffee thing, I got distracted and left my coffee on the counter at home. So now I'm dying and I need coffee. So we've just made it to the top of Mt Cordeaux. The other guys are setting up for a shoot that they're going to do. And I thought it'd be a really good opportunity just to talk to you guys for a second and tell you a little bit about the hike. So the hike up here was pretty easy. It was about 8 degrees this morning, so we started with the jackets on, but the gradient's pretty decent enough that your heart rate starts getting up there, and then once that starts going and your heart rate's up, the jackets come off straight away. So we actually got up here in about 45-50 minutes, which is pretty good timing. We're setting a really good pace and we didn't stop or anything along the way except for when we just started seeing the pre-dawn colors. And yeah, the other guys are absolutely loving this spot. It's their first time coming up here. You can see them over there enjoying the view, and that's the view. It's looking pretty sick. But yeah, one of the best things about coming up here and showing people who have never been here before is just seeing how excited they get. And obviously, like for me, that's a big kicker. I think I said that earlier about how much I love that feeling of showing someone something new and them absolutely loving it. And yeah, it's awesome just to get out and hike with people that are interested in the same kind of stuff that I'm interested in. So we got to chat all along the hike about cameras and all the good stuff, and watching them do their creative process and see how they film has been really inspiring, and talking to them about what kind of gear they're using and all that kind of stuff has been really fun. So yeah, it's been an awesome morning so far. But once the sun comes up a little bit more and we get some more light, we're going to start filming for the shoot that they're filming for. And yeah, it's going to be sweet. But if you're ever thinking about doing Mt Cordeaux, I cannot like recommend it enough, because it's just such an amazing view for such little effort. Like, it's an absolute no-brainer. But yeah, I'll do some more filming, show you guys around the place a bit more. Hope you enjoy it. So we've just finished shooting the drone, which is what we're going to come up here for. And I just thought we'd take a second out to check in with you guys. What do you guys think of the hike up here? What do you think of the view?
So good, man.
It was an easy hike, yeah. Definitely worth it.
Like,
Yeah.
amount of effort for reward. Super,
right
up
super
there,
low
isn't it?
effort for like reward is amazing. Hey?
100%.
So good.
Most perfect hikes where surprisingly, like, you don't hear about it too much, even though it is a super popular hike, but people just don't seem to talk about it too much, because I guess it's about 2 hours out of Brisbane or Gold Coast, so it's a little bit hard for some people to get here.
Yeah, somewhat, yeah.
Yeah.
There's no one here.
No, which is awesome. Like, it is during the week.
I mean, it's Tuesday.
It is
so
during the week, which makes it a little
people
bit
do work, but
easier.
it's all right.
Yeah, one of the things I thought it would be cool to chat about, and something that I've been thinking about a lot lately, is like managing, as like for me being a freelancer and working from home, is managing isolation. And I know with you, Andrew, you also work from home as you're a YouTuber. How do you find, like, how often do you find yourself just like not seeing people, or getting like really stuck up in the work and just not leaving the house?
I definitely have to like force myself to get outside.
Yeah.
For sure. Like a few days, I would just go like 2 days straight and just be editing just to finish projects. And then you're just like, wow, I literally haven't left the house in like 2 days.
It's really easy to do, especially if you're booking like shoots as well.
Yeah.
And then you realize it's been 2 weeks and you haven't seen your friends, you've only seen clients. It makes it like super difficult.
I'm probably pretty lucky because obviously Jason's doing YouTube full time as well. So we
Yeah.
try to catch up probably at least once a week.
Yeah, that's probably lucky. Yeah.
Just to like shoot B-roll for each other. So
Yep.
that definitely helps just being able to get outside. But then it's also like catching up with another creative, like getting some like creative ideas going on and just sharing the experience, I guess.
Just some of the things like valuable, like obviously it kind of is that being able to get out with other creatives and just bounce ideas and stuff. How do you find that benefits you?
I find usually when I'm in like a creative rut, it helps a lot, mainly because like I feel like when I'm in a rut anyway, I just need some other perspective to then like trigger.
Yeah.
And then once you've got it, then you're fine.
Yeah.
But usually when you're stuck, it's like you just can't think outside your little box that you like could find yourself in.
Yeah, 100%. And get in a bit of a like a mental loop
For sure.
stuff. I also find that's the same as like not just with creativity, but like just mental health in general. Sometimes if you're like stuck in your own little bubble, just at home doing whatever you're doing, it can be pretty easy to like just find yourself in negative like loop patterns, and you need to force yourself to get out of the house or go and see people. And so you're saying that you catch up with Jason pretty frequently, and that helps you. Do you guys have like a set thing where you try to catch up once a week, or it's just happened to pan out that way?
We almost started to.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Because I'd get products that needed reviewing and obviously need B-roll and stuff.
Yeah.
And it helps to have a filmmaker there.
Makes it so much easier.
Yeah, yeah.
Definitely.
And then obviously you'd get products and then you'd need B-roll. So yeah, it really helps.
I'm pretty fortunate as well because we both have a very similar shooting style. So
Yeah.
it kind of looks like I'm shooting it.
Yeah.
Even though obviously I can't because it's me.
Yeah.
But it works with the rest of my shots sort of thing. So,
Yep.
Yeah.
Just like that midday one. What?
Yeah. Yeah,
Blew
that
my
was crazy.
mind.
Earlier on when we were shooting, Jason mentioned that this is the first time that he's actually gone hiking with other creatives, which blows my mind. How long
Yeah.
have you been shooting for?
photography for over 5 years now.
Wow.
Yeah, and this first time. Yeah,
First time going hiking with
it's
people.
so good.
What do you think the difference is going hiking with people that are like into the same stuff you are compared to like just going with your friends or?
Well, because you can get some behind the scenes of you actually walking, shooting,
Yeah.
and everything else other than, iPhone footage,
Yeah.
which is the biggest thing. But I think also seeing how other people shoot was really interesting, which is good. But obviously seeing you, fly the drone differently, everyone flies differently as well. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's really cool.
It is nice, like, as well. I've found that hiking with friends compared to creators, like, not to diss any of my friends, but it's really, creatives understand that you want to get a certain shot and stuff like that, and it might take a couple of takes. Whereas with your friends and stuff, like, oh, can you walk from here to there? And they're like, oh, how do I walk? And I'm like, oh, I can't remember how you walk, mate. You just figure that out. And then you kind of do it like once or twice, and then they're done. They just want to keep going or do whatever.
Sure.
Whereas when you're with creatives, you can be like, hey, can you just stop and like walk up this little part again? Oh, can you do it one more time so I get it from a different angle? And sorry, just one more time because I need to get 3 shots. Sweet,
Yeah.
thanks.
And I think the worst part as well, like, I think Ash, my fiance, gets sick of this, where I'm like, so if Jason's not free and no one else can shoot me, or we go on a little hike, it's like, hey, can you just quickly get a shot of me doing something? And it's like, you have to press this, and I have to set everything up. And it's
talk
like,
them through how it all works.
Whereas, like, with other creators, it's like, I'm going to set up this drone. And it's like, okay, cool. So we need a shot of this and this and this. And they just
go
know,
through
what's going to happen.
There's at least movement as well, not just a static from up above.
Yeah, 100%.
Understand it more.
Even though we fully 100% appreciate the times that our friends will step in and do all that kind of thing. It is a
thank you
for that. It's very much a different experience.
Yeah, for sure.
I think it like really shows as well, and maybe what I'll talk about afterwards is like just how happy it kind of makes you getting out into nature, doing a hike, getting to see an awesome sunrise. At the sunrise we got this morning was absolutely stunning. We got some great colors in there, which was really frothy, but you can see they're all like happy and smiley. So I think like we're all going to be pretty in for a good day today.
100%.
Tired day, like I could probably go a nap this afternoon, like the early wake up, but
Definitely need a nap.
yeah, feeling good. Yeah, it's about time now to pack up, head down, get back to Brisbane.
And get a coffee.
Getting a coffee would be great.
Go back to bed, I think.
Back to bed.
So that was Mt Cordeaux at sunrise. I hope I did a pretty decent job of vlogging it. As I said, it was my very first time, and I hope you feel inspired to go and check out that hike as well. I'll leave a link in the description to all the hiking details so you can. And if you do go, please let me know that you went and what you thought of the hike and whether it's now one of your new favorites as well, which I expect is going to be because it's an amazing hike for very little effort. But also a huge shout out to Jason and Andrew for getting up at 2 o'clock in the morning to come out with me. They got some absolutely stunning footage on the new drone. So I'll also leave a link in the description to their YouTube channels and their social media so you can go and check them out. They're super knowledgeable cinematographers. So if you're into filmmaking or anything like that, please go check out their channels. You'll really enjoy it. I personally really enjoyed the journey of making this vlog. And I think it's something that I will continue to do, which is vlogging and going out on more hikes and showing you guys places that maybe you haven't seen, as well as hopefully taking out more creatives and getting into their head a little bit and asking them questions about how they manage their process or maybe some business related questions. If you've got anything that you've wanted to ask by someone who's a full-time creative or a filmmaker or anything like that, please let me know in the comments. I'm more than happy to take all of that kind of feedback on board. And over the coming weeks and months, as I go out more often, we'll be able to get those questions answered for you, and hopefully you'll learn something. If you enjoyed the video today and got something out of it, please like it. And if you want to continue following me on my journey of filmmaking and hiking and getting out there and enjoying life, please subscribe to the channel. I really appreciate it. And I really look forward to seeing you guys in the next videos.